journey. Um, okay, hope we can continue. My name is Naronchai. I'm talking with you live from the northern part of Thailand. I'm actually in the mountain in Chiang Mai area, and it's raining, and that's why the internet connection is not so good. But okay, I believe we can make it through together. Okay, hope everyone had a good session. Okay, we had a chance to meditate together for 30 minutes. To me, this is amazing. Every time I myself have a chance to meditate, and I myself have a chance to meditate with others like this, whether locally or online like this is just amazing opportunity. Okay, because meditation is the most important activity in our life. Okay, meditation is not just relaxation in the eye of Buddhists. Okay, it's much deeper than that. Okay, so as you go along with this community, okay, with Luang Pipisit and the meet with many teaching monks, you may realize okay how important of having meditation into your daily life. Okay, so as we may notice at the moment, the world is quite suffering, okay, with the virus pandemics everywhere. And I hope everyone out there stay safe and stay strong. We're gonna help each other to go through this together. Okay. So from the reflection from the eye of Buddhists, okay, what happened in the outside world is the direct reflection of the human mind. Okay, that means human mind as a whole at the moment in the whole world is suffering, and that is why it attract all suffering. Okay, even before the virus is started, okay, the world has been suffering with a lot of problem like pollution, climate change, deforestation, okay, a lot of things that happening. Okay, not to mention economic and political problem. Okay, but anyhow, it's the direct reflection of the condition of human mind as a whole. Okay, and that is why I myself so excited to see everyone wherever you are. Not all of you in Thailand, you are everywhere, but we get together and meditate together. Okay, this is one of the best practical way to help making the world a better place to live. Okay, believe it or not. Okay, because if individual mind is pure and bright, clean, happy, okay, you yourself happy, everyone's around you happy, and people in your community and the whole world can be happy. Imagine if everyone meditated. Okay, we meditate, we share loving kindness. Okay, there will be no harm, no harm to nature, no harm to our neighboring country. Okay, there's nothing violence happening, and that's because people maybe don't have a chance to access to meditation or this knowledge. Okay, that's available 2,500 years ago, and now okay we start seeing more and more people pay attention and practice meditation, and that is why this is one thing that always make my heart sing when I see people meditate. Okay, so tonight I prepared to share with you okay three subject. Okay, basically I believe this the thing that we are going to talk about tonight it's nothing surprise. Okay, I believe you have been learning a lot about meditation. Okay, from different teaching monks maybe or from your own study. But I would like to kind of bring everyone back to the basic to reconfirm, okay, and perhaps to give you some new understanding about meditation, okay, the mind and how to meditate. Tonight I will take you to one of the teaching of the Buddha, which is appear in the Buddhist text, okay, to see what the Buddha mentioned about human mind, to see what the Buddha suggests us to take care of our own mind, okay, and that's three objectives. The first one, we will talk about meditation, okay, in general sense, and then the get to know the reason why we should meditate. Okay, you may have your own answer, but let's see if your answer and my answer is the same or not. Okay, and the last one I will touch on the nature of the mind. Okay, based on the Buddhist text or the Buddha teaching. Okay, and at the very end, okay, uh, perhaps if you have any question, maybe if you have time, we can go through the question that you might want to ask. Okay, and just for a moment, okay, to allow me to introduce myself just a little bit. Again, this is my first time joining you guys in this online community and my journey. My name is Naronchai. Okay, I am, obviously a Buddhist monk. Okay, I ordained 15 years ago at Dhammakaya temple, and my job at the Dhammakaya temple, I provide ordination and training for foreigner. Okay, it's happenings like it usually take place twice a year. Okay, and the program has been running for more than 16, 18 years. I'm sorry, 18 years by now. Okay, men around the world have come to Thailand and you get themselves ordained and become a Buddhist monk for at least 1 month. Okay, and many of them decided to continue their monk's life after the program is over. Okay, now we have many foreigners that actually ordain. Okay, we call ordination day by day. Okay, day by day mean you may wondering how long is a day by day. Okay, some of them have been a monk for 10 years. Okay, unbelievable. People come from non-Buddhist background, come to Thailand, want to learn how to live life simple and want to learn how to meditate. And they end up fell in love in monastic life, and then they continue their own practice and study Dhamma and share the knowledge that they have to the whole world. And that's the beauty of, the simple life as a Buddhist monk. Okay, a lot of people have come, you know, with a good background, the business people, the educated people, very successful people. But one thing they have in common that people say that I feel like my life is incomplete. Okay, something is missing. Okay, there was one gentleman ordained 2 years ago. He was working for the Microsoft. He's the head of the Microsoft in Southeast Asia regions. He has you can name it materially. He's a very successful person, family, job, financially, traveling around the world, credibility. But he got himself ordained, and he let me know that Lumpy, I never thought that there's such something like this happen in the world. He called this something called he named it himself, a peace of mind. Okay, I read a lot about meditation, but I never meditate. I heard about people talk. I heard people talk about peaceful, inner peace and peacefulness, but I never experienced myself. And now he has a chance, to ordain 1 month, but he did it twice, last year. And he realized that, wow, what I have been missing for my whole life is this is it. Okay, this is it about having nothing, having less, but less is more, having less item in life but feel more peaceful. Okay, and this is something amazing about the monastic life. Okay, but tonight is about you guys. Okay? It's not about my story. The reason I mentioned that because I want you to feel excited and motivated that you are on the right community, you are on the right track, that you have been practicing meditation and learning the Dharma from the teaching monk. And not only you are able to calm your mind down and clean your own mind, again, you have a chance to be a good example for people around you. Okay, so start with this, the first objective. What is meditation? What is meditation anyway? What's the meaning of meditation? And when you sit, close your eye, try to relax, sit on the chair or on the floor. My question to you is, what exactly that you are trying to achieve when you meditate? What exactly that you are trying to achieve? Okay, so back to the Buddhist text. Um, the only there's few translation. Okay, of the meaning of meditation. Meditation, is an English word, but the word that originally used in the Pali text is called bhavana. Okay, bhavana is a Pali word which is translated to grow and to develop. Okay, so when someone meditates, that person is trying to grow or to develop the quality of his or her own mind. Okay, that's what it means literally from the Pali translation. Okay, but to keep it simple, when someone meditates, okay, meditation is the concentration of mind or the one pointed mind or the unification of mind. So when we meditate, okay, we want the mind to be still, right? But we are not talking about where the mind should be still yet. But the idea of meditation, whatever technique that you use, okay, which is there are so many techniques out there that you can practice. Every meditation technique that available, okay, will help us to calm the mind down, will help us to still our mind. Okay, so you think of 5 kind of medicines. If I inject if I inject 5 kind of medicine into my fingers, medicine A, B, C, D, E, so all of the medicine will go to my heart anyway. It doesn't matter where I inject it. Okay. Same thing with meditation practice. Whichever one that you use, okay, it should help you to calm the mind down. And that's the result of the right practice of meditation. Okay. So if someone asks, what exactly that, you are trying to achieve, okay, this may be the answer that you can apply, okay, to achieve the stillness of the mind. That's it, period. In the broadest sense, okay, to achieve the stillness of the mind. We're not talking about the technique yet, okay? But when you hear the word meditation, this kind of concept or picture should be in your mind, okay? When we talk about meditation, is the stillness of the mind, it's the concentration of the mind, or the one-pointed mind, okay? And why should we meditate then? Why should we still our mind? Do we have to still our mind? Okay, what the benefit of stilling the mind? Okay, so as you know, okay, human being we compose of I'm sorry, human being we compose of body and mind. Okay, everyone seems to know that. Okay, and I believe everyone know how to take good care of the physical body. Okay, you know how to eat good food, to exercise, to take vitamin, or to take enough rest, reduce stress, so you can live healthy. I mean, physically, everyone seems to know that. And the body need to be clean, so we can remain fresh. Okay, when we do the work, when we study. But how many people in the world actually know that the mind need to be clean too, and actually know how to clean the mind? Okay, so we have body and we have the mind. I don't know if you ever ask yourself, if the mind does exist, where is the mind? What size of the mind? What shape of the mind? What color of the mind? And what's the function of the mind? So this kind of question, okay, I believe it's one of the important questions that we should ask ourselves. Okay, we know the body because the body is, is the cause element we can see. Okay, like I see you, you see me. But the mind, we're talking about refined object. We don't see, but we kind of aware that the mind exists. How do we know that the mind exists? Okay, to keep a simple answer, wherever you think, and that is, you know, your mind. When you can think, and that is the mind exists. Okay, so body and mind. Okay, so in the eye of Buddhist, okay, through the lens of Buddhism, physical body has the disease. Okay, we can get ill, we can get sick, we can die. Okay, we have virus, bacteria, and fungus in the body. And how come we still healthy? How come I can still talk, walk, and do whatever I want to do? And and that's because my immune system is still good. Okay, sometimes I get a cold, a running nose, that my immune system is kind of low. Okay, but we have disease in the body. When we cannot control the disease, we get infected with a certain kind of virus, we get fever, then we need to see the doctor. The doctor give us medicine, we take the pill, and then we feel better. This is the body part. But again, the Buddha said the mind also have a disease. Okay, there are disease in the mind. Okay, that cause the mind crowded. Cause us suffering. Okay, and the technical term is called defilement. Okay, there are three measures of defilement. This is greed, hatred, and delusion. Okay, you get angry from time to time. Okay, you get trapped with lust from time to time, right? And you get trapped with doubt or uncertainty from time to time because of because of the delusion. Okay, and this is the nature of the mind. And how do we know that the mind has a disease? How do we know that the defilement exists in the mind? Okay, we cannot see at the moment because we don't have that ability yet. Okay, we don't have the advanced meditation. Okay, we're not at that level yet, but somehow we can feel. Okay, what caused your mind unhappy? If you take a look or zoom in deeper, you may be noticing that, okay, how come today you're not feeling good? How come you want something that you're not supposed to want it? Okay, let's say you have a phone, it's working fine, and all of a sudden, okay, you see the new phone on the television, and you said, well, maybe I should get that phone, even though you don't have money, but you do whatever it takes to get the new phone. Okay, this is called the defilement. Okay, the greed that take control the mind, and it's behind our behavior. It forces us to do things, and we end up being suffer. Okay, and that is why we need to meditate. The only powerful tool that are available. Okay, it doesn't cost anything. It's extremely powerful to cleanse the mind and to help us immunize our mind to maintain, okay, the mind in a natural state is to meditate. As a Buddhist monk, meditation is a must. We meditate every day, 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day. Whenever we have a chance, we just sit, we just close our eye, bring the mind back inside and allow the mind to be calm. Okay. And that is why, like I said earlier, I feel excited to see everyone, join this community and practice meditation. This is something, super awesome. Okay. And I would like to see, hopefully one day that the whole world will have a chance to meditate together. Okay. And who knows? Okay. If this thing happen, maybe everything that's, happening right now, out there, okay, virus 19, economics, politics, environment problem. Okay, the whole world environments may be better. Okay, if human mind is getting better. Okay, so I hope you see the picture why meditation is so important. It's not just relaxation. It's much deeper than that. Okay, if you keep on practicing meditation long enough, you may be realize and understand what Luang Pi is trying to say. Okay, so this is again, okay, is from the Buddhist text. This is what the Buddha teach, and he wants us to understand not only the nature of the mind, but also why we should meditate. Okay, so okay, let me read it out for you. He said, like a fish throw up on the dry land. Okay, you think of the fish stay in the water. When the fish usually don't appreciate when it's in the water because it get used to it. But whenever the fish get pulled out to the dry land, it will struggling and want to go back to the water. And that's the simile that the Buddha used in this particular teaching. He said the mind is agitated. Okay, the mind is difficult to control. It's swift, it's lightly, it moves very fast, and it's moved very far. Okay, it go wherever it wants to go. Okay, it's so difficult to detect, extremely certain. Again, at the last sentence, the Buddha said, "It is good to tame the mind, for well-tamed mind bring happiness." Okay, to me, this is the Buddha give us the hint of why we should meditate. Number one, as you can see the nature of the mind. Okay, the mind think a lot, and when you close your eye and then the mind start thinking, don't be surprised and don't get agitated. Please just understand that this is the nature of the mind. The mind like to think. Okay, it's the nature of the mind, and it think very fast, it think very far. You can think of the naughty monkey. It jump from one tree to another. It doesn't like to stay at one place for a long time, and that's the nature of the monkey. Okay, so with this picture, okay, it summarized what the Buddha just mentioned. Okay, this is the nature of the mind. Number one, it's hard to see. Where is the mind? We have no idea. We don't know where the mind is, and we cannot see it for now. Okay, if you practice meditation long enough, one day you will be able to see your mind. Okay, the second one is difficult to detect. It's very difficult to detect. It jump very fast. It swift. It move all the time. It's difficult to control. The more you try to control your thinking, the more of the thinking, okay, will continue happening. Okay, and that is why when you meditate, okay, just acknowledge it. The thought will come and the thought will go. It happen, it sustain, and it disappear. Okay, just be patient enough. Just simply observe and allow the nature of the mind to reveal itself. Okay, and it's wandering fast. It's wandering far. Okay, I can think of Bangkok just like that. I can think of America just like that. It's go there, go to the moon, go to the sun. It thinks very fast and it thinks very far. Okay, it's unsteady, it's excitable, extremely sudden. And that's, again, this is the big picture of the nature of human mind. Okay, so the more the mind stay outside, okay, there is more tendency that we will get into trouble. We will have more suffering. Like I said just example that I mentioned earlier. Let's say you walk from home to your office, and on the way you walk by the shopping mall, you see through the window. Okay, your mind thinking of nothing. You happy, you want to go to the office, you want to start working, but all of a sudden you see the picture of something on sale. You look through the window. That means your mind is stay outside. The mind see through the window and it sees something said on sale, 50% off. And all of a sudden you say, well, maybe I should check it out. So you stop, you walk into the shop and you start browsing. And then you decided maybe I should buy it, even though you may not need that item at the moment, but because it's on sale. Okay. So you find the reason to buy it, even though you may not have enough money to buy. Okay. Some people have a credit card debt, but they feel like, well, it's on sale, I should buy it and I can use it. And then it make me feel good and make me feel happy, even though I may be in debt at the end of the month. I need to pay the bill, but it's okay. Okay. See, the longer the mind stay outside, there is more chance for that mind to bring trouble or suffering into our life. Just this is very simple example. So you grab the shirt, you go to the cashier, you pay the credit card, maybe use 2 or 3 of them to make sure that you can get them all, and you take the whole thing that you buy. Okay, hope that those things will make you happy. Okay, so instead of you doing that, once you see through the window something is on sale, and your mindfulness is strong enough to remind you that, hey, I don't need it now. It's on sale today, it may on sale again next month. Who care? My job today is just go to, at the moment I should rush myself to the office and start working to pay my bill, and then you move on with your life. So that's something that on sale cannot hurt you. Okay, you don't get trapped of whatever you see through your eye. This is the nature of the mind. It see thing, it feel thing, it taste thing, and it distract our attention. Okay, it trap us to whatever we see, whatever we hear, whatever we feel, whatever we touch, whatever we think. This is the nature of the mind, and that is why, back to this sentence, the Buddha said, it is good to tame the mind. He implied that the mind need to be tamed. Okay, for a well-tamed mind bring happiness. And why is that? This is why we need to train the mind. This is why we need to meditate, because the mind think a lot. It will never stop thinking. It will look for whatever it wants. It feel like happy. Okay, it will kind of drive us to follow. Okay, to go after whatever the mind feel that this thing will make us happy, and it thinks a lot. People who think a lot cannot go to bed well, cannot sleep well, cannot concentrate, because every time you try to study or focus on your work, the mind think again, think of it happened many times. When you brush your teeth, you think of what happening next after you brushing your teeth. Okay, maybe something that you plan to have for breakfast, and while you eating breakfast you think of the meeting in the office, and while you in the meeting you think of lunch, and while you at lunch you think of the evening activity. This is how we live, how we live in the real world. You never stay at the present moment. So the Buddha give us a hint to find the way to tame your mind, to train your mind, to control your mind. Control mind bring happiness. Uncontrolled mind bring suffering. Good mind bring happiness. Okay, bad mind again bring problem, bring suffering. Okay, this is something that behind the text, what we just read. This is the gift from the Buddha. Okay, and again, what's the difference between mindfulness and concentration? You may be wondering. People talk a lot about practice mindfulness and people talk about practice meditation. Are they the same? Or how can they support each other? Maybe this picture help you to understand better. Okay. So if you think of the horse like the mind, okay, when you get the wild horse, you cannot get on the horse and ride it right away. That wild horse need to be trained first. Okay, and the way we train the horse is, again, usually people tie the horse with the pole. Okay, and let the horse get used to it, let you can play with it, you can touch it, and eventually the horse will allow you to ride it. Okay, and allow you to control 100%. Same thing with the human mind. Okay, all of a sudden you never meditate and you want to meditate and you expect to have good meditation. Okay, and it may not happen. This is the reason why. Okay, your mind need to be trained. And the reason, the way to train the mind is, again, you practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is like a chain or the rope that tie the horse to the pole. Meditation is the pole or concentration. We want the mind to be still, but at the moment the mind cannot be still. So we find the rope to tie the mind to the pole. Okay. Some people use breathing as a technique. Okay, as a technique to tie the mind with the pole. Some people use walking meditation. Some people use reflection technique. Some people use loving kindness. Whatever it is, okay, it's the tool that help us to calm the mind down, which is related to the definition of meditation at the beginning. Meditation is the unification of mind, is the concentration of mind, is the practice that we try to achieve the stillness of the mind. Okay, so this is sati or mindfulness help us to meditate better or concentrate. When you meditate, you counting the breath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all of a sudden the mind go out. You forget what number was it. Okay, so if you notice that you forget, that means your mindfulness come back. When your mindfulness come back, you start counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4. It go back again. It go out again. It's okay. As long as you know that means your consciousness is working. Your mindfulness is working. So this is how you practice your mindfulness and meditation. Okay. So hope you guys see the picture. And again, you know, the Buddha summarized that, there is no happiness surpass the peace of mind. Okay. As a human being, whatever we do, okay, student, business people, okay, lay people, Buddhist monk, whatever we do, at the end of the day, we all want to be happy. The question is, what is mean by happiness? What is your definition of happiness? Okay, for the lay people, they look for happiness through the lens of having more education, more money, more business, more possession. When we have more, then we happy. But oppositely, for the Buddhist monk, okay, we look for happiness through the lens of having less, okay, less possession, okay, less clothes, less worry, and then we can be happier. Okay, it's opposite, but again, it's the same word, which is happiness. The question is, what is your happiness? I'm sorry, what is definition? What is happiness? The definition of your happiness. Okay, and that's the question I would like you to ask yourself, and maybe uh, reflect on what you heard tonight. I hope it helpful on your own practice. Okay, whatever doesn't matter how long you've been practicing or whatever level of your meditation practice. Again, it can be useful. Okay, when you get to know the nature of the mind, when you get to know the clear definition of meditation. Okay, so with that, I think it's about time, right? About 9:30. Okay, okay. I'm not sure how do we end this.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Ka Long Phi.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I really love that uh, Long Phi taught us today. Today, our teaching monk teach us how important of meditation and teach us about the meaning of meditation in a new perspective. Our mind is hard to see, unsteady, wander fast and far, and difficult to control. But we can clean and develop our mind by meditation, and it will bring happiness to us. So every Wednesday, don't forget to share a good energy together at my journey. So before we leave today, if anybody have a questions, you can chat in the chat box right here or have something to talk, you can turn on your microphone and ask our teaching monk before we leave. Or you want to share how you feeling today, something like that? Does anybody have?
Anyone want to share something or any question that you may have? Or I mean, this is something that I Lung Pi believe that you already know, okay? And just here to emphasize what important about meditation and the nature of the mind. Okay, hope it helpful for everyone's here.
I just want to thank you for your wisdom and for your sharing, because it does help. All the wisdom helps, because with everything that's going on in the world right now, we need to have peace of mind. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan, for sharing. Okay, please continue meditation. Okay.
I just want to ask, I mean, many of the women who joining us today, they know Long Pi Paul, and just want to say, can you say something or tell us about Long Pi Paul? They want to know how he is.
Is he in the group with us now?
I'm not sure if he's with the screen or not, but I think you can talk about how he was trained, how he enjoyed the program.
Oh, okay. So if everyone knows Paul, now you can call him Long Pi. Okay, he's not Mr. Paul anymore. Okay, he ordained with me last month. Okay, he joined the program we call the Monk's Life Project. It's a 30-day intensive monastic training. Start from April 1st and it's just end April 30th. Anyhow, he decided to continue his monastic training. He felt like he need more wisdom. He felt like he need more time with himself, and he want to cultivate more inner peace. He want to know more about meditation, basically. And now he's still with us, and he's learning every day. Again, being a monk is tough, okay, especially Westerner. There's a lot of things he has to adjust himself. We eat 2 meals a day. As you can see, we have no hair. We don't need shampoo or conditioner. And there's no music. There's no entertainment. Okay, meditate a lot and have to be mindful of what we do. And I believe Long people have made a lot of progress in terms of mindfulness practice and meditation. He felt like he has been struggling with physical pain. Okay, I don't know. I think it's common for many of us, especially, you know, if you have, uh, if you overweight, if you cannot find the peace of your own physical body, it's very tough to meditate 1 hour, 2 hours in one session. And that's what Paul has been, you know, experiencing. And now, you know, I suggest him to walk after meal, after he eat 2 meals a day for 30 days. And he lose some weight. He feel lighter and he's happier. Okay, say, Lupi, thank you. Sometimes he eat 1 meal a day and he feel that he has enough energy to carry on his training. Okay, and then there's still a lot of things to learn, and I'm glad that he decided to continue his monastic life and practice more meditation. And perhaps one day, you know, he can be here with you guys and teach you how to meditate. Okay. So I will, you know, let him know that everyone say hi and share loving kindness with him.
Does anyone want to leave anything to Long Pi Naronchai for Long Pi Paul? So, you know, we can get connect to each other.
I'd like to say something. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were great. You know, you have an easy way, and I think you have a gift for teaching, and it's nice that you're so genuine and just easy in delivery and to be with. And so don't stop. And I like the term naughty monkey.
I
You
hope
know,
it helped.
yeah, I try sometimes, you know, to train certain animals and all this, and it really does make sense. I have a very impulsive monkey that sometimes thinks that's happy. So anyway, I thank you for today. And
Thank
hello
you,
to
Irene.
everyone.
Thank you,
You're
Irene,
welcome.
for sharing again. Thank you. That's it. You know, this is helpful for you. Again, please digest what you learn and then put on practice. Okay, and don't get cranky about, you know, the mind thinking a lot and cannot be still. Again, there's no such thing called bad meditation. Okay, every session is a new session, and every session we can always learn something to make it better for the next session. Okay, so just get yourself excited and be positive and keep on practicing.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Irene. So does anybody have anything to share? Okay, so before we leave, we will take a group photo together. So everyone please palm together and smile. I will count 1 to 10 for our technical team to take our pictures. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, before we leave, we will pay respect our teaching monk together by palm together and saying Namaskaran together. 1, 2, 3.
นมัส
Namaskaran.
การค่ะ
Satu. So may the merit, the power of the merit that everyone practice meditation together today, protect everyone to be free from suffering, free from the COVID-19, and have a chance to continue practicing meditation and live life fully, and be the light of peace to the whole world. So rejoice in everyone's merit.
Satu.